Righto. Okay, so we're going to do something today which we haven't done. I've just better grab my drink because I'll probably need that while we're working out today. We're going to do something that we haven't done for a bit, which is obviously like power strokes. But we really haven't done it on the stream. We really haven't done it on the stream. It's a hard one to do because it's a real personal thing, hence why I really haven't looked at doing it a lot. But I thought, you know what, I think we've got a great community of people that are good enough to understand and start pushing themselves in different ways. Natural power strokes type of thing is basically like max power, okay, where you're at a rating and you're just trying to increase your intensity, which is your numbers on screen, the effort that you're exerting without lifting the rate, okay? So we're going to be basically, as you see on the board here, we're keeping it relatively low, okay? We do, when we're on here, we do the majority of our stuff quite steady so that we can withstand the pace and intensity for the period of time that we're doing our work for, right? And that's generally one of the best ways to get your fitness and everything up. Now we do power strokes where we lift the damper up and we have the drag factor, and that creates that resistance, okay, which makes us work harder. Whereas today we're going to create that resistance by ourselves, okay? So when I talk about the natural power, what we're doing is we're getting, especially, so the first one's pretty steady, okay? So we just roll along at 20 and we get into a good rhythm, a good pace, something you'd be happy with for half an hour. You'd be like, yeah, that's good. That's a good workout, right? Then the next one we're going to get into is 3 and 2. And so we start off around that same number again, and then we just increase it for the next minute, okay? And then we go up to 22 and we increase it again and increase it again. Now, I'm not going to put a figure on an increase. I'm not going to tell you to hit 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 splits. You're going to manage that yourselves, okay? But I want to get more speed, okay? So if it's only 1, that's great. If it's 2, it's good, okay? I can't imagine it's going to be too much more, okay? But we really just want to find more pressure and more power that we can create by ourselves, okay? And then basically the third and the fourth one, the fourth one, we're going to go up and up and up. And then when we get to the last one, which I haven't put on the board at the moment, our number 6 is we'll decide on what we do there. What we might do in the last one is increase it without the rating, without the power, okay? So because we've used that power, we might just do a set where we'll just go, we might do 22, 24, 26 and just really feel our speed and our rhythm, okay? I didn't put it on there. I was thinking about it for a second. I better get the thing out now. Where are we? We're number 6. Number 6, TVC. Okay. Boom. There we go. So that's the case of today. That's what we'll do. We'll talk about it as we go along, okay? And we'll just really get that rhythm and stuff going first. We'll get this warm-up worked out. And then once we get into that work up into the second one, we'll start talking about it. It's pretty simple, okay? So don't overcomplicate it as such, even though we're talking about adding power and everything else. All we're trying to do is just create a little bit more intensity, just a little bit, okay? So when we're rowing along, it's like, okay, how can I use my muscles, my connection, everything to just gain a little bit more speed, just a little bit more speed, just a little bit more power per stroke. So we're actually just increasing the intensity per stroke, okay? And hopefully we see the offset of that being that we get an increase in speed on the machine, okay? But we'll be working reasonably hard for it, okay? And It's the natural thing we talk about when we're on the machine is we want natural rhythm. We want to tap it along. We want to tap it along. So today we want to tap it along, but we want to actually give it a little bit more juice, okay, a little bit more power. And we're not using the resistance to do it. We're using ourselves and our ability to be like, righto, a little bit more pressure, okay? And that's what we're searching for today, okay? So this is a power workout. It's obviously not. It's obviously not a power stroke workout where we use the resistance and we're like, oh shit, this is heavy. We are using our own physical nature and our own physical pressure to be able to get that speed. Okay. Righto. So let's just warm up now. Get ourselves moving. Get nice and loose. Okay. Get that speed. Once we're loose, once we're set, once we've got this, body's moving reasonably well. 2, 3 more, 4 minutes, whatever we need to do here, just to get, shake it out, stiffness of the week. Then we'll start to look at what we're going to be doing and how we'll do it. And the first one, as I say, very steady. Second, third, fourth, fifth, we start to do some work in there. And then, as I say, 6 TBC. We'll free it up at the end of that one. Okay, just slowly let the muscles stretch into position, compress where we need to be. Roll with it. Nice long arms. Okay, start feeling that body moving through the arc of the stroke. Even now, potentially a little bit of exaggeration, just to help with the setup. Roll forward. Remember this chain, the machine, roaring us back into the front. Okay, good. Feel that compression. Okay, nice movement speed. Okay, so now, just in this last part of the warm-up, as we do, just press it on a little bit more. So we're down, starting to get closer to our numbers before we're about to kick off things, okay? Really good. Feel that hang, feel that long, natural rhythm with the arms. Just leave them out there. They come back with the body. Back to us. Good. Okay, couple more. Nice. Okay. Whoa, stretch. Okay, good. So, starting to get warm. Exactly what we need. Always got to do that warm up. Try never to cut it short. I know sometimes you're like, boring. I can do it in the first set. Trust me, we just got to get that done. Okay, and then we're good to go. So, let's rock and roll. Intervals is normal, basically. Jump on that select workout. New workout, intervals, time. Okay, whip that one up to our 5 minutes. And then go across, take it down to that rest time, 1 minute rest time. Okay, I'll just leave that flashing for a second. Leave that flashing. So, the first one, just going to get into a steady rhythm. We want to get on a pace. Numbers, watts, splits, calories, whatever you're working on. Sustainable, nice, sustainable pace. Okay, be content. So, yeah, I'm working reasonably hard. I could manage this for half an hour or so. You know, I'd be getting a bit tired, but that's our training pace. Okay, so we'll get into that training pace. Let's press our check box. Get into that training pace, and we're just going to sit on the rhythm, and we are going to just feel that flywheel tapping along, moving. Okay, and then we'll start doing our work in these next sets. Boom. Let's go. Right. Okay. Sitting ready. Are you ready? Attention. Rope. Okay, so straight on. Okay, take a few to build into it. Remember, we use that energy, a little bit more energy to get this speed of the flywheel. Now that we're there, okay, so now we're there, we're just going to hold, tap it along, okay? Use the speed that we've created. To pick up this machine. Good. And get this nice continuous motion that we're after. Okay? Breathe into it, keep the mouths open. We push. We pressure. Okay, both feet together, feel that press. We hang the arms long. And then we just unfold. Okay, we've got into that compressed position. Drive. Open the body out. Nice. Okay, good. Nice and smooth. Continuous. Brush that body, the handle. Back out onto that recovery. Good. Nice rhythm. Nice motion. Okay, really good. Okay, so be comfortable here with our technique, with our pressure and the application of our stroke. This is our base. This is our platform that we're going to take into the rest of the session. Nice commitment to that drive. Good. Feel the speed that's created through the stroke. There. As we push, open the body. With that hang. Good. Nice long arm. Okay, one thing in this workout is we're going to try and add power. Got to make sure it's not rah, and we get tight at the front and we try and yank it. We really got to focus on this core stability and the addition in all the groups of our muscles. Okay, not just push harder, everything. More stability, more push, more swing, more core. Okay, that's where we'll find that speed. Okay, good first pace. Okay, so nice start. Now we've got the blood flowing. Warm in the shed today. We're going to focus on what we want to do in this next one, okay? So the first minute of this 20, we're getting back onto our speed, okay? Second minute, we want more speed. More speed, same rate. That's all we're doing, more speed, same rate. Do it efficiently, okay? Efficiently. So our energy expenditure goes up. Our relaxation stays the same. But our speed's we're going to go faster, okay? So, here we go. Boom. Moving in. Now, so back onto this 20. Same rhythm, same intensity. That we were just on. Okay, build it back there. Focus on the technique now and this rhythm and flow. So we're still tapping this machine along. We've still got good setup, supple knees, feeling the feet and the pressure change that happens in the shoes from the recovery onto that front part of the stroke, okay? So we come down now, add more power. Here we go. Now, so just feel a bit more intensity. Okay, hold the rhythm, but just push. Feel the core. Okay, just manage it. We don't want to go massively now because we've still got a lot to do. But we're working harder, but we're still holding this rhythm. Okay, you'll probably find there's more acceleration. Which means we need more patience as we release these hands, okay? So we're going again. Now, neck at the front. Roll around. And push. Both feet. Hand. Nice. Feel the drive. Feel that pressure that we're exerting. Still with the form. Still with the technique. Okay, and because the drive is quite quick, patience around. Ride it in. Okay, go up to 22. It's the same pressure. Spread up. Now, both feet. Okay, good. Drive. Remember that sequence. Use that body through the middle of the stroke. Good. Breathe. Stay relaxed. Good. Get that speed. Breathe. Relax the face. Stay under the armpits. Nice. Okay, really good. Nice rhythm. Right, we're going up one more time. Now, push. See if we can just squeeze out that speed. Holding the rating, don't let it creep up too far. Core stability. Roll into the front. Good. Feel the pressure. Nice. That's it. Swing the body. Crikey. Okay. So see the difference between what we normally do, which is very consistent, tapping the machine along. We get a tap feeling here, but because we're really having to really drive the power, it is completely different. Almost to a point where you have to be quite controlled on the way forward because we're adding that power, we naturally get speed of the drive. So our ratio becomes, instead of it being like 1 to 2, it might become 1 to 2.2, 2.3 if you get my drift. So we've really got to focus on that rhythm coming forward. Okay. So this one here, let's start, get it onto a 22 rhythm. A nice, ready now. So onto 22. Free up the speed. Just get it onto I shouldn't say set it free pace, but a standard U2 training pace at 22. And then every minute we're going to increase, okay? And remember, manage it. So we don't want to increase the first one dramatically and then not be able to add anything more on the way through. So here's a good speed, find it consistent. Feel the rhythm around the turn. Okay, so increase just a little bit. Just find a bit more speed. Here we go. We want to do this 4 times. Now, do it with the compression from the front, connect through the body. Okay, so we add that power, but we still want to find now that ability to tap it at our new speed, at our new splits, new watts. Okay, good. Open the mouth. Nice rhythm. Good flow. Connect. We can press, change, and move. Now, add more power. Here we go. Drive. Connect. Through the middle. Okay, we've got it up to speed. Tap. But we still have to have that power. Good. Okay, make it sustainable. Good. Nice. Good speed. Good rhythm. Find this continuous motion. We've still got to have our rhythm. Here we go, next change. Now, can we squeeze out any more without losing form? Open the mouth. The rhythm. Feel that hang. Hang is key. Through the core, lower back, neck, through the middle. One smooth motion of the stroke. Don't have a second go at it. Sit back. Nice power. Still smooth movements. Around the finish. Back on the recovery. Okay, open the mouth. Last change up. Now. Push. Feel the feet. We're pressing. Body's opening out with the pressure on the feet. Make sure we don't overstrain. Good. Feel the hang. Long arms. Roll into the front. Last few strokes. Nice, okay. Right, it's hard. Okay, good. So hopefully we've got the gist of it. We're getting it well. Okay, pretty sure we're working pretty hard. Okay, but that's good. That's halfway done. Okay, got another 2 more sets at this intensity. Take it step by step. We're going to do that exactly the same again. Okay, so if you sort of blew that one up a bit, screwed it up, didn't just think you did it very well, here's your next opportunity. Rhythm first, increase every minute from there. Here we go. Now, okay, so be brave. to our 22, onto the pace, natural training pace. Okay, and as you can see, this power, it's unsustainable. Okay, you can do it for periods of time, wouldn't be able to do it for a huge period of time. Okay, start here, feel relaxed. This first minute is about rhythm, relaxation, continuous motion, rolling through. Nice. Okay, preparing to change. Remember, compress. Here we go. Now, compress. Feel a little bit more zing in the legs. Power. Feel the push. Nice. The pressure. Good motion, flow. Good hang. Okay, feel those arms underneath the armpits, hanging. As we use that core stability, engage. Still want to have that roll around the front. Right, more pressure. Now, increase that power. Power strokes. So we're doing it naturally. Good. Resistance. Good flow around the back. Hang speed. Open the mouth. Feel the push. Good. Okay, no tension at the front. Try and release it as much as possible. Hang tension only. Change. Now, a little bit more power. Here we go. Be brave. Push it out for these first 3 or 4. And then maintain. Good. Roll into that compression. Feel the feet. Here we go. There's the core around the finish. Feel that momentum change. The inertia. Handle speed in. Handle speed out. Okay, loose and relaxed. While under pressure. Silent assassin. Here we go. Last chain. Now. Push. Feel the power. And then ride it. Feel the ratio change. Drive. Roll. Drive. Roll forward. Don't grab. Long arms. Here we go. Last 30 seconds. Good. Open the mouth. Through the middle of the stroke. Feel that swing. Last few. Wow. What about you guys? I'm sweating hard. Okay, good. So, good motion. We've got the gist of it. I'd argue to say we're working reasonably hard. Reasonably hard. Okay, we've got one more to go at this pressure. Okay, one more to go. This one we're going up to 24. So, first minute, get it back. Second minute, we'll push it on. We'll go up to 24. We're going to increase it from there. Here we go. Now, just the last one under artificially inflated pressure, okay? So, let's do it justice. Let's move here. Last working set. Good. Feel the hang. Compress. Really focus on our technique here. Good rhythm. Right, push it on. Now, that power. Good. Feel the motion. Let's really focus on our hang here so we can hold that core stability. The arms, just holding, maintaining that pressure that our body and our legs are creating. Armpits. Good. So, as we change up, pressure change and rate change. Now, push, move quicker. Push, move quicker. There it is. Good. Now hold this. 3 minutes. Good. Breathe. Relax the face. The power. Work. Rest. Feel the ratio. Hold in. Change direction. Push away. Here we go. More pressure. Now. Commitment. Better word. More commitment to the drive. Nice. With the hands. Sitting tall. Ride it in. Nice. Remember the handle coming through to the body. It's going to brush and away. Good. Good. Hold this. Hold the acceleration. Power. Now. Drive. Feel the pressure. Push it out. Good. Hold the rhythm. Still pushing. Gotta have a smooth rhythm. Clarity. Stay focused. Nice. Legs and body. Through the middle. Swing. 10 seconds. Wow. You sweaty? Okay, fantastic team. We've got one more set, okay, but this is winding it back a bit. Okay, we'll go back to 20 for 2 minutes. And we'll go 22, 24, 26 to finish it off, okay? We're not maxing our power. We want to go back with this one to find a natural working space and then feel how we can just tap it along. Okay, here we go. Now, so this is sort of like the set after power strokes where we take the power off and then we have to feel what it's doing. Okay, so this isn't a light set. We just want to get back to our rhythm. Nice, consistent pace, sustainable rhythm and stroke. Okay, breathe it out here. Focus on our technique. Focus on the muscles. The muscles are fatigued. So let's not let the fatigue of the muscles like slow down the drive. We still want to have some little bit of speed and acceleration, but we just don't want to feel got heaps of tension and heaps of resistance from our power. Okay, so here we are. Another 45 seconds here at 20. Roll with the machine. Let's get back onto this continuous motion. Good. Roll with the speed. Patience around the finish. Handle, nice and flat. Parallel. Good. Nice movement. Good. Okay. So take what we've got here. Let's tap it along. 22. Now. Nice rhythm and speed. Tap it along. We're on more of a pace. We can sustain 20 minutes, half an hour. Battling through the demons of the fatigue from that power stroke. Okay. Ingrain this focus here. Holding the form. Good. More about speed and acceleration than power. Okay, up 2. Now. Tap it along. Move the hands. Good. There it is. natural length. Roll into the front. Nice. Good. Loose. Okay, breathe. Relax the face. Tension out of the shoulders. Shake it out if you need to. Hanging. And the lats. Armpits. Okay, last minute. Tap it along. That's what we're after. Nice, easy speed. Here we go. Now, 26. Find an easy speed. Tap. Finish in front of the body. Good. There it is. 30 seconds. Tap along. So loose. Breathe. Nice. Really good. Roll with me. Last few strokes. Nice. Right. How about you guys? That was sweaty. That was working hard. Okay, so let's unwind. Just move nice and easy here. Easy and free. Let's get in our motion. Okay, when you're ready, just press that menu button a couple times. Save all of that into your logbook, and then we can just start to get ourselves back into some shape on this warm down, okay? So, great workout, okay? So, basically to summarize that workout, we normally do power with resistance, okay? Power with resistance is very good because it takes it away from you having to be like, how do I get that resistance with just my body, okay? And with this natural power, you've really got to focus on this here, and then the ability to be connected and without being like really hard on the front. You've got to have that connect and that push right through, okay, with 10% more energy per stroke than you'd normally be giving, okay, maybe more. And that's what gives us the speed, but we're just doing it with our ability, okay? So we don't get into a position where it's like, man, this is heavy, and because it's heavy, I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to start hauling on it and get bad form. Whereas when we do this, you'll often hear people refer to it like as max power or something else, but I don't like the word max power because, yes, we are trying to produce that power, but max is more of a term, okay? Natural is more of a, I'm going to see what my limit is. Do you know what I mean? So I'll get as much power as I can, good position, rather than being like, okay? And it's just a terminology. It's just the way that we think about it. But sometimes the way we think about things is we get a better understanding about what we're after than if they're described in a certain way, okay? So with this natural power, we're creating power, okay? Don't get me wrong, we're creating power, but we want to do it naturally in our stroke shape. the shape that we want to commit to if we're doing testing or just longevity, everything. Okay, rather than max, which is like fuck your technique, just push it as hard as you can. See, slight difference. So really good motions today, getting ourselves into that position, and then just having that extra energy expenditure. And that's really all we're trying to do, is have that energy expenditure. And so because we hadn't done power strokes for a while, I thought, righto, let's get into this position where people could use this. If you find this way more beneficial than Mr. Drag Factor over here, then you've got another ability to do workouts, and you're starting to understand what is good for you, what you're enjoying, and that's really what we're after. Because there's people that love doing certain workouts, awesome, fantastic. Okay, they hate the other shit. Yeah, they might do it once in a blue moon, but they're just like, nah, I'm not going to row unless if I have to do that. So this is trying to find out which way that you want to do it, so that if you add that to your programming, you add that to everything you're doing, wow, what a sweat puddle, then you know for future reference what you'll be able to do and what is enjoyable, what works for you, etc., etc. Okay, so great workout, I'm not going to lie, but poked after that one. She was nice and solid. I'm just going to have to wipe off the old phone because it's got quite a bit of sweat that's drifting off it. And there's some good, you can't see it in the picture, but man, there's a lot of sweat around this place currently. I could wring out the shirt, but yeah, that's disgusting. Yeah, okay, so really good. Let's see what we've got. And all the coughing. Wicked fast today, bro. Yeah, good work, bro. But you've got to remember that when we do this type of stuff, and obviously with this workout here, it's not quite sustainable. Okay. You know, and I think a lot of this stems from, I don't know, conversations and things we've done in the past. And there's a whole lot of people around the world, different programs and stuff, that they love this max fucking distance and power at certain ratings for certain periods of time. Okay, British, I don't know what, they did it all the time. They go up in the mountains and they do 18 rating, 30 minutes, as fast as you can go. And so I get it. I get there's a need for that power, as much power as you can produce at that rating. But there's a crossover between the power and the technique, okay? And it's a lot of that stems from, and you'll see it online, and you'll see the people that are like taking the stroke and they're like way back here and the chain's way up here because they're trying to eke out as much speed as they can and distance or whatever. And there's things like that. Yeah, they work in rowing programs. They're great. People love it, etc., etc. I'm not a big fan because I feel like we want to be consistent. We want to have a rhythm. Like, when are we ever going to do an 18 rating race? I don't think we are. And so there's historical things why people do that sort of stuff. But at the end of the day, I feel like we want to have the overall rhythm of the stroke. We want to have the shape that we can produce, like, etc. And that's really what we were doing today, but under a bit of pressure. Okay, and that's why if we naturally produce that pressure ourselves, which is the natural power title, we really do get an understanding for how much we can actually push when it matters. Okay, and a lot of this comes down to we do workouts like this, and then you sit there and go, right, Eric's got 3 10-minute pieces at 20 and 22. Could I squeeze out another split? And that's something you ask yourself, and you say, well, I think I could. I think my heart rate's going to go up a bit, or I think it's that, but maybe I'll just try it today. Maybe I'll just try and squeeze a little bit more, because at the end of the day, we need to be trying to push our benchmarks higher and higher. And so when you work workouts like this, you get an understanding, and then when you're in the rhythm and you're riding along, you're like, oh, actually, you know what? I can. Great workout as power up, force curves started to get notchy, Edward. Do you mean like that? Yeah, and that's exactly why when you're doing this, you've got to just try as much as you can to hold that form, okay? The front end starts to become quite important with that change in direction, and then just that one, it's still trying to have that one motion back, but it does get a little bit dicey because we're really under that little bit of pressure. So doesn't matter too much, but next time, if you do this again, try and smooth it out. When you're doing it, everything's just all about that smoothness. This week I recorded my stroke on video, and I found I was cheating in 3 areas. Learned a lot from recording my stroke. How often do you think we should be recording and analysing our stroke? Good question, Robo. I would say a month, okay? Now, could do it a little bit sooner. The problem with analysis is if you do it every day, you get focused on all, you're like, it's not changing, right? Whereas if, okay, maybe once a week, okay, maybe on a Monday or Tuesday, whatever, every second week I would suggest, and probably at the most, because you take a snapshot, you go away, you work on things, because shit doesn't change overnight, okay? Well, you can change things straight away, but what do we always talk about? Breaking bad habits. So then you come back to it and then you look at it, okay? That would be my opinion. And filming yourself and having a look at it is a really, really good thing to do, because you get your outside perspective and you watch it and you go, oh, fuck, look, the shoulder, oh shit, shoulders again. Okay, whatever it is, that's what you start looking at. You go, oh, stopping, right? And then you go back to it and work on it. And you work on it and you think about it and then look at it again. Okay, so snapshot is the best. Come back, have a look at it later. Robo been training for 2 weeks, 2 weeks ago, and focusing on getting faster and right. Good work, Ronnie. This has been good. Nearly all my force lately has been on core engagement, trying to understand how hard to engage at the catch without being excessive. It's been really good today. That's good, Doug. Yeah, real good. Eric, you skipped my question above. Ronnie? Coach at your competition 2 weeks ago told me I'm relying too much on foot strap at the finish. Said I must keep, fuck off. Ronnie, give him the finger. Point toes at the finish, heels can come up, this is correct. Okay, the thing with that, right, is that if you're taking a stroke and you're trying to keep your feet on here, you're going to get all this force up your shin and here, right? You've got to be able to take the stroke. Yes, your feet, your toes are going to hold you here. But what did we talk about, Ronnie, is that we come in here, okay, and then once we've done this, straight away you want to start that. You don't want to be still pulling your toes like this hugely on the way forward. You want to create this momentum to then be back onto the feet and then let you go forward. I don't think it's wise to be taking a stroke and pointing your toes and trying to keep them on the footboard at the finish. It is just, you can't create and hold on to this feeling here by trying to point your toes. You've got to let yourself, because this is what's happening, is doing this, right? And like, I'm holding myself. Now, if I tried to do that all with pointing my toes, it's awkward as shit, okay? And so the foot straps, yes, they're doing it, but we don't want people to be still pulling themselves or getting that sort of movement like this. You still got to create this momentum here, but this is helping you. Like, I can lean all the way back here. Now, do you think I could do that by pointing my toes? No shot. Okay, so even back here, trying to point my toes, there's too much pressure in here, which is a negative. That's why the foot straps are there, to hold on. So I know people teach that. A lot of it is around the basics for people that haven't rode before, because they want them to finish and feel like they can hold themselves here so they don't lean back too far. A lot of it is about not leaning back too far, okay? But I don't think that's what you should be focusing on. You should be focused on natural swing, letting the strap hold you, and then create that core movement, that inertia around here to get back to then glide forward, okay? So, yeah, I'm not a fan. I don't think that's the correct. But all I'm going to say is there's a lot of people out there, and a lot of people have opinions, and a lot of people coach in different fashions, and et cetera. Most of mine is going off experience, people I've worked with, things I've done myself. Yeah, so, well, no, don't tell them to fuck off, but yeah, just I get what he's trying to do, and yes, I agree with that. If you've got a novice, to try and stop them from leaning back, it's like anything, right? The novice work of it is very much break it down. Okay, and so to get people to think about it, it's like at the finish, point your toes, hold it against there so you feel yourself coming forward. Okay, but we're not for that. We're after this continuous motion. We're after this continuous rhythm. Okay, now if I come to here and I've got to point my toes, I'll tell you what, it feels fucking awkward. Okay, and yes, it's there mechanically for novice work, that sort of thing, but not for what we're doing. Okay. Right. Now we've had a bit of banter. Everyone loves a bit of banter. Great work, team. I hope that workout was good for you. Okay. As I say, I hope we get benefit out of all of these workouts that we do. We do so many different ones, etc. But today was different, and I thought we should touch on it because it's a really great way for some people. We've always done power strokes with drag, but there is other ways to do the power strokes. I really enjoy doing power strokes with drag because I think you can still really get that form and you can build that stability here, especially around the front, and you've got a continuous resistance on you the whole way through. This one here is a little bit more about your energy output, okay, and getting that energy output and firing muscles just a tad quicker, okay, so it's still very, very good, but it's just different. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed that one. It's always there. You can go and take this and you can do it differently yourself. Okay, you could break this down into 3-minute jobs and just go 1, 2, 3 in terms of power and hold it at each rating. That could be a good way to do it next time. But it just starts teaching you how you can create more power naturally. So that when you're going through a piece or you're getting to the end of 5 minutes towards to go and you're like, you know what, I think I could just spend a little bit more, go a little bit faster in this last 5 minutes of my 30-minute whatever, then you know how to look and the signs and everything else to make you find that speed. Okay? Right. Thanks, team. Great workout. I need to go have a shower and I need to mop the floor. So I'm going to go do that. And we'll see you guys back here next week. Okay, so thanks very much. Thanks for me and the Sensei team. I'm going to go a public holiday here today, Waitangi Day. Anybody that doesn't know Waitangi was when the British, who came in here and raped and pillaged, signed basically our sort of independence between the Māori, our indigenous, and the settlers. So yeah, big public holiday for New Zealand today. So what am I going to do? I'm going to get on the tools and I'll do my reno. Okay, so thanks, team. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a good week. Stay safe. And we'll catch you here next time. Okay, righto, team. Peace out. Let's go. Whoa. Sweaty.